Yes, don't worry, buddy. Seriously, though.
I call the shadows beckon.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one, the only, the Azothan. And last we left off, things were going horribly for the Alliance. Welcome back to another shoutcast of Lordaeron the Foremath. This is part 2 of this particular shoutcast, and this particular game, I guess I should say. Welcome back to the Death of Quel'Thalas. Now, if you're wondering what that horrible sound is, it's a spell being cast by some particular dickhead somewhere in the world. Now, we're gonna find him, we're gonna hurt him, we're gonna make him pay for what he's done. But for now, all we can do is listen to the horrible sound. Let's check in on Pro Builder. Where's he heading? He's heading east. Through the ruins of Anderhall. He'll be trying to take those back, and I guess if he can, that'll be a good start. But truthfully, what I'm worried about is the Wild Hammer Dwarves. 2 control points, a huge army. This is definitely a last-ditch defense of the Dwarves kind of situation here. The earthen, every aspect of Dwarven culture has been gathered here at Airy Peak to try to hold their race's last bastion of culture together, if you will. Now, light blue and purple are rushing up north to try to fight off the Dragonmaw clan, and I'm thinking Nukester is going to come down south, and hopefully they'll utilize... Okay, Nukester here is secure the Sunwell, and he says, alright, I'm going to repair it, build some units, and I guess some towers. I don't know if he has the money to make this worthwhile. Light blue and purple will now clash with Spike Spiegel. Spike Spiegel is a very good player. Fel Orc Warlocks are all Mind Rot, Firebolt, Bloodlust. Mind Rot, of course, locks down enemy spellcasters, and that was a very good hit from Purple's main army. I don't know if you saw that chunk right there drop. That was Antonidas' Fireball combined with a Blizzard. It's still not enough, though. Uther the Lightbringer trying to get focused down. Spike Spiegel knows if he kills off Uther the Lightbringer, then Light Blue no longer has the ability to fight. Now, or he doesn't lose the ability, but he eventually is forced into the Scarlet Crusade route, which will unally him from his other allies. And, oh my god. Oh! Alright, I feel empty now. What Light Blue needed to do was just retreat Uther and let the rest of the army keep fighting, but now this is a bad situation. On the retreat, he's going to lose most of his steam tanks, which are expensive. Yeah, he's going to lose that second steam tank. Come on. If he keeps it, I'll be shocked. Nope. Nice aim from him. Fel Orc Grunts with Roar, nearly doubling their damage. He hasn't put anything into their attack. Purple's teleporting out. Come on, Dalaran, you're abandoning your allies at the last moment. There's not even anything going on at Dalaran. The fight's up here, but Sebi's bailing. Or Saba. Sorry, Saba. I keep thinking it's Sebi at war, and it's not. Alright, Chegg, 3-6 upgrades, fully maxed out on his defense, meaning he's going to be the battering ram his team needs. Let's check in on Ilias style, who I'm expecting to be... Alright, he's finished with Borealis. It's a ruin of its former lands, and what? Silas with the militia peasant building a tower right in the middle of, I mean, essentially full-on demon territory. Now he's going to attack some workers. I think the militia peasant could probably take both of them on, honestly. The armor differential is huge. Alright, now Brown continues to head south, and here's the fight. Using some of Nikator's units to slow down this force. I still think it's a good idea for Silas to get out of there. Spike Spiegel's a good aimer. Oh my god, ×2 is so brutal. Let's slow that back down. I'll say this about Spike. He may not be the most heavily upgraded character in the game, but he has been the most consistent about building forward bases and remaining active in the conflicts. So that means his units, or Mogor at least, is pretty high level. Level 9 Overlord of the Dragonmaw. I'm guessing he's waiting until level 10 to pick a particular path, because once he does that, his future heroes' levels will be dictated by Morgor's levels. Necrosh Skullcrusher has been kept in the back of the base here. He's the babysitter, let's be honest. No one's taking him seriously. Nukester has secured the Sunwell pretty well. That's a big forward base for someone who probably doesn't have enough money to actually even produce units from most of these. You aren't doing anything, give gold. Pro Builder, give it. Pro Builder, someone give it. Sebi at war, I believe in you. He's leaving Falstad Wildhammer dead to allow Bronn, Myrddin, and Maz Drakrib to take the levels. He's sent out the Skybreaker all by itself to fight Chegg's units, but that is a terrible... Does he know it's here getting its butt whooped? A little bit worried. And one of his town halls mining lumber has been discovered. No, Saffron will be driven back by the High Elves. Doesn't want to get locked down by the Dragonhawks. That would be a very quick death for him. 6 Dragonhawks keeping him locked down with that many archers on the ground. Blue is very smart to retreat. And again, most of southern Lordaeron, everything else Azeroth, is completely owned by the Legion. The Alliance continues to operate right out of this narrow strip of land in the middle. And even that is not firmly in their hand. Okay, Spike Spiegel's done a disappearing act on me. How hath he done this? I need to turn off Discord, by the way. I do not need those alert sounds popping up in the middle of this. Are we really going to do this? Please. Yes. Alright, Nukester. Come on. What's wrong, Nukester? You don't want him to kill you? I don't want him to kill you either. But defending at least these towers would probably be a good idea. Alright, Saba, please tell me that you've gathered some balls, some testicles about yourself, and you'll be teleporting back into the fray. Hanging out here around Dalaran while nothing is going on is very shameful. At least go to Airy Peak or the Sunwell, one of the two. Teleporting directly to the Sunwell would be the right choice, while Light Blue continues to harass the bottom. I'm on Silas. Alright, he's content to just own the Eastern Plaguelands. Actually, what do his upgrades look like? They've got to be significant at this point. No, 1-1. Never mind, it's been ridiculous. They've had no time for anything. The priests are the only thing fully upgraded, and that's because he needs Chain Heal for this tactic to be effective of his tank, Paladin, and Nightline. Here goes Quel'Thalas. Silvermoon will fall. And the Sunwell will be the last thing in the way. If Purple doesn't teleport in, we're dead. Nukester seems to have gotten at least a little bit of money from his allies. Pro Builder, where you at? He's still in the east. And Hobo's building a forward shore base. This wasn't what I expected, but I still think it's cool. Oh no. Well, that's okay. Nicator has lost Silvermoon City, and that means, as such, he's been transformed into the Blood Elves. Quel'Thalas will sit here, or sorry, Kael'thas will sit here doing absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, Green's going to have to attack the undead forces that are landing back on the shores. Alright, well, on the plus side, he's got arcane shield generators, he has a gate, and he has enough ranged units to put up a big fight, and he has the Dragonhawks to lock down Saffron, which is one of the biggest threats currently facing him. Now let's see if the Dragonhawk clan's going to be able to push across this bridge. Hell yes they are. Nukester controls the Sunwell, meaning that he can probably choose to absorb it, and yeah, is he absorbing it right now? It's doing something. A lot of its mana has been used up. And I like that the Elven Navy will buy at least a little bit of time here. Ugh. Fuck you, Spike Spiegel, and the horrible Eye of Kilrog. I should say screw you to Blizzard for being the ones that caused this noise, but still. This is a horrible noise. Pro Builder says, are you holding the well? I think he's holding the Sunwell, or otherwise the world's over, Pro Builder. It looks like he's gonna... I figured you had Lordy. No, don't let Capital fall. Fight it. Close the gates, Nukester. Help him. Do something. Don't let the Dragonhawks... At this point, might as well. Yeah, I'm with him. I'd rather see Lordaeron fall than the Sunwell. Hopefully Green is going to teleport in here. Use Sylvanas. Get in there before the fight spreads too far, because this is going to get ridiculous. Alright, Purple teleport. Oh, Saba. Thank you. Saba's teleporting in with the forces of Dalaran. It doesn't look like everything made it. In fact, quite a few didn't. But he got here with the parts that mattered. I am so sorry about that noise. Oh, alright. Elves say looks like mages and humans of the Sunwell. Screw that. Let's go ahead and help the dwarves. And this would be a great idea if the dwarves were to move out and fall upon the Dark Horde right now. They could probably crush Che. Please do it. Alright, there goes Lordaeron. That means that the undead are in a prime position. Purple teleports back out. Oh, no. Yeah, part of them did. But he left his heroes and elites here. Jesus, you dingleberry. I guess he teleported them back so that they could teleport the rest of the army back here? That's what it was. There's the constructionists and the sorceresses and everything else I was expecting. That's a real army. He says, Blue, if you aren't doing anything, but it looks like Blue is doing something. He's moving down south, and if he starts to put pressure on Brown's base, it will be very advantageous for our North Alliance players. Demoness is on the retreats. Oh, the Griffins from Hell. That truly is the advantage they have here. The Wildhammer Thanes are Blue's elite units, the only flying elite units in the game. Falstad leads them. Boy, are they powerful. To have anything with hero armor in the air and hero attack much less is just amazing. With Anderhall and the capital city in the hands of the Lich King, though, this finalizes some of his events. It puts him one step closer to completely controlling all of the world. Small clash outside of Stratholme. Silas has decided to move out. Alright, alright. Look at the Silverhand. Slowly starting to reestablish a small base here. Yeah, sure, they're losing other parts of it. Yes, Dalaran stands alone. Dalaran and Gilneas, I guess, rather, stand alone here down south. But the fact that Purple can teleport in at any time kind of gives him the advantage, not having to worry about that. Blue on the retreat. Why? I must confess my confusion. I feel like if they'd kept pushing south, they probably could have dealt a horrible blow to the Dark Horde. True, I mean, it would have been expensive. But they could have done it. Professor Putricide being spawned in Northrend now. The Scourge Apothecary. He's your stereotypical healer slash summoner slash debuffer. And again, one of the best models in the entire game. An acolyte riding an abomination. Oh, no. Now, truthfully, of the two undead players, I'm more concerned about Sweg. Sweg's been pretty aggressive this whole time. Or Swedge. Hobo? He's okay. He's now up to 4 heroes. Valinar, the Fallen Blood Prince, has been spawned for him as well. And some Ankahet Shades. I believe that was activated by taking over... Yeah, there it is. The Temple of Enkelan. Alright, and the Silverhead Paladins see the undead and immediately go, yeah, fuck that, I am out. I don't blame you, man. I'd be out too. Anything exciting going on in the rest of the world? I really don't think so. I guess? Holy crap. Alright, here's something that bears mentioning. Iliastyle has teleported into the capital city right now and is fighting Hobo's forces. Looks like he has the advantage as well. 6 upgrades into his ranged magic attack. Which is very powerful because Voidwalkers and most of his casters utilize that. Succubi they're good. They're good ranged chaos damage units, which means that no matter what armor type you run up against, you're going to be able to hurt it. But he hasn't gone for the ranged damage upgrades. No, going for the magic. Takes the Lordaeron crown, and if he can take over Lordaeron Palace, I think he gets an extra Dreadlord if I'm not wrong. Maybe not. No, he Finger of Death did when he really didn't need to. Alright, spawning a bunch of units, and there it is. Balnazar has joined his team. Hobo left Saffron floating over the river outside of Capital City. Alright, Balnazar is now in his hands as well. 3 Nethrezim elites. 6 Nethrezim elites, 3 Nethrezim heroes, 9 Nethrezim total. We have any unexpected landings happening. Nookster's hiding Arthas here at Tyr's hand. We actually haven't seen hide nor hair of Spike Spiegel. I have to assume the Nookster. Did you lose everyone in that fight? Did everyone just abandon you? Purple teleported away to go down south. What the shit? I missed the whole defense of that. Oh, Spike Spiegel just went right back up north after chasing away a brief retreat. He goes right back to the Sunwell and absolutely destroys it. That's a nightmare. Let's see if the undead actually try to hold Capital City. Alright, Style's going to try to hold it against the undead. Let's check all their money. 1,000 gold for Ilya, 7,000 in lumber. Which if you would sell, that's like 350 lumber, I suppose. Swedge at 189, Hobo at not a lot. He's about 1,000. But he's too busy having all of his armies spread around the world, not fucking doing what he's supposed to do. Saffron, he's like, oh, I guess I lost Capital Palace. I think I'll go pick a fight with Purple. Why? Why? Sebi's trying to convince him to hold at this gate, but looks like Blue wants all of his towers, so Pro Builder and him are going to hold at Airy Peak. Let's go back. Obviously, Purple's going to win this fight against Blue, shatteringly so. Hobo tries to build some crypts to reinforce, but it's no good. And instead, we're going to have to try to watch the Cult of the Damned fight off the Burning Legion. Swedge has dropped a few Plague Cauldrons inside the base, trying to take out the advantage of the choke point here from him. Which is something you can do, by the way. As the Cult of the Damned player, a lot of fun to do that. Just drop the Plague Cauldrons along the edges of towns and just watch your zombies slowly filter into the fight and mess with their AI. However, this is not going to Swedge's advantage. In fact, it looks like Style's Succubis and Voidwalkers are slowing down his units and debuffing to the point where they're nearly useless. Yeah, this is not going Swedge's way. I mean, Ilya's pulling back briefly, but that's only going to give Swedge the illusion that he's winning. Good golly, Miss Molly! Alright, the help from Hobo's coming in. It's 0-1 upgrade still. Hobo, what the ever living? Must you do this to me? Saffron's flying home, Anubarag's sitting at the edge, Valinar's doing nothing even though he has a scroll attack portal, Professor Putricide's sitting right next to him, unutilized, while Swedge tries to do his very best. Oh, I mean, Jesus. Style doesn't have to worry about this at all. It's such an unorganized attack, and there's no help from Blue's heroes. If Blue's heroes were here, yeah, I'd say Teal would be in a lot of trouble. AoEs, single targets, etc., etc. But nah, there's not even a single goddamn elite unit on this line. This is all just feed for Teal's elites. Pit Lords, by the way, now up in the front. We get D up Dalaran, says Pro Builder. Dalaran and Airy Peak are the only places left of them. Okay, Dalaran, Airy Peak, Tyr's hand. Those are the only things not in Evil's hand. I would bunker up, says Nukester. Yep, the Legion is going to try to assault Dalaran. Oh, there it is. Spike Spiegel's probably getting the well ready to be absorbed. Once they do that, I'm not even sure they need the book. Once they get one of their Dreadlord heroes high enough off the Sunwell juice, they can just win. Summon Kill Jade. Well, we've seen Archimonde and the Lich King die recently, so it's not necessarily a win, but it'll go a while to get them on their way. And in very odd fashion, Spike Spiegel's decided to set up an entire base here at the Sunwell. Get himself shipyards, watchtowers, a great hall, unit-producing structures. Actually, none of those yet, but I would recommend them. And down south, the Dark Horde just continues to upgrade. Now it's 4-6 upgrades, 5-6 for his melee, 4-6 for his range. And that Proto-Drake multi-shot is going to start to take effect here in the next attack. If he can flank behind... Actually, nothing here is vulnerable to piercing. Even the dwarves' ranged units tend to have medium armor rather than light. Casters might... maybe. Let's see, where's Silas at? I know he keeps pushing further and further, and he's managed to... Ooh, wow. Light's Hope smashed into the backside of the Cult of the Damned, and now they're fighting the demons. I would say Light Blue should back the hell up. Silas, please leave. Uther the Lightbringer is in danger, buddy. He's right here in the middle of the army. If they target him or identify him, you're screwed. Chegg said something like, no. He now has 5 heroes. Terran Gorfiend, Ren Blackhand, Kargath Bladefist, Voon, and Magtheridon. What's happening? Uh-oh. Dreadlords now inside Dalaran. They're probably going to try to steal the Book of Medivh pedestal. It does not appear to be invulnerable right now. So, it might very well be. They're certainly not attacking it. Oh, he's building stuff in there. Oh shit, come on. Sabbath, tell me you're going to teleport in. Or at least walk, you're right there. He's lost Antonidas, that's not good. Antonidas is permanently dead now. And Iliastyle's getting a little bit overconfident, but the more, yeah, good idea. He's building Succubi because they have the Chaos attack that will allow them to do the damage they need to do. Dalaran, summoning Dalaran experiments and several other units in here to try to help out. Teleports his elites out, which, fine, but really, Purple, are you just not registering that he is deep in your anus? That's cool. If you're not into protecting your anus, I'm not either. I mean, personally, I'm against space travel. Nukester has Arthas Menethil right here. Blue wants to kill him. Wait, are you serious right now? Nukester, are you going to switch over to the undead team? I thought that going Scourge as Lordaeron just killed you completely. Nearly, Hobo, your units are still hanging out up here. There's still polar bears you have? Oh my god. This is shameful. A shameful display. At the very least, I want to know where Iliastyle went. And if his assault on Dalaran is still going successfully. More so than I would have expected or hoped. Alright, the Sunwell is being absorbed right now. As soon as this is done, Teal's going to be able to teleport in and probably eat the world, and then he'll summon Archimon and everyone will die. I don't know what's going to happen, but thank you for joining me, guys. This has been the one, the only, the Azothan. I know this was a relatively boring part 2. Hopefully part 3 will lead into some exciting battles, as I know we're going to see the assault of Aerie Peak, probably the fall of Tyr's Hand, and definitely the absorption of the well and assault on Dalaran after all of this. So, thank you for joining me. This has been Lordaeron the Foremath. I'm your host, Azothan. Please check out the download link in the description, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Until then, bye!